On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Cremate.
To burn a dead body to reduce it to ash, often as part of a funeral or other death-related ritual.
Examples:
Cremate a body. Cremate the remains. They plan to cremate their loved ones according to their cultural traditions.
Vulture.
A large bird of prey with a bald head, sharp beak, and keen eyesight, feeding mainly on carrion, the flesh of dead animals.
Examples:
Vulture colony. Scavenging vulture. The vulture's sharp eyesight allows it to spot carrion from great distances.
Tidbit.
A small and interesting or tasty piece of information, news, or gossip, a small and appetizing item of food or delicacy.
Examples:
Amusing tidbit. Tidbit of gossip. The teacher shared a tidbit of historical trivia to spark the students' interest.
Embalm.
Preserve a dead body by treating it with chemicals to delay decomposition and make it suitable for display at a funeral.
Examples:
Embalm a corpse. Embalm the body. The funeral director embalmed the body to make it presentable for the wake.
Frantic.
Marked by uncontrolled excitement or emotion, wild, frenzied.
Examples:
Frantic pace. With frantic haste. The mother was frantic as she searched for her lost child.
Inhale.
To breathe in air or a different substance, such as smoke.
Examples:
Inhale the smoke. Inhale the aroma. He inhaled deeply, trying to calm down.
Accepting.
Willing to receive or to take something offered.
Examples:
Accepting attitude. Accepting of diversity. He was an accepting person who believed in diversity and inclusiveness.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Doom.
Death, destruction, or some other terrible situation that cannot be avoided.
Examples:
Economic doom. Prophet of doom. Everyone was aware of the impending doom, but was unable to prevent it.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Crematory.
A place or facility used for cremation, where dead bodies are incinerated and reduced to ashes.
Examples:
Crematory services. Crematory furnace. The family gathered at the private crematory to mourn the loss of their loved one.
Mortician.
An individual who prepares dead bodies for burial or cremation, a funeral director.
Examples:
Mortician services. Professional mortician. The funeral home's mortician facilitated all the necessary arrangements for the memorial service.
Beautify.
To enhance the physical appearance of something by making it more attractive or aesthetically pleasing. To make something more attractive or appealing in general.
Examples:
Beautify my skin. Beautify a room. The city plans to beautify the park with new flowers and trees.
Corpse.
The dead body of a human being.
Examples:
Desiccated corpse. The corpse of an animal. The police found the corpse in the abandoned building.
Casket.
A rectangular container, often made of wood or metal, in which a dead body is placed for burial or cremation.
Examples:
Plain casket. Wooden casket. The funeral director closed the casket and secured it with screws.
Vault.
A large room or chamber used for storage, often for valuables such as money, documents, or artwork. Verb, to leap or jump over something, to move quickly or suddenly.
Examples:
Vault door. Vault from 5 to 50%. The government vault contains top-secret documents and classified information that only a few individuals can access.
Fortress.
A large and strongly built structure, typically with high walls and a moat, used as a military defense or for protection against attackers.
Examples:
Fortress wall. Military fortress. The ancient fortress was built on a hill to give the defenders a strategic advantage.
Sanitize.
To clean or disinfect something to make it safe or hygienic. To remove potentially harmful or sensitive information from a document or communication.
Examples:
Sanitize surfaces. Sanitize the kitchen. I always sanitize my hands before eating to prevent germs from spreading.
Formaldehyde.
A colorless, flammable liquid with a strong, pungent smell used as a preservative and in the manufacture of various products.
Examples:
Formaldehyde solution. Formaldehyde odor. Exposure to high levels of formaldehyde can irritate the eyes, nose, and throat, as well as respiratory problems and cancer.
Ebola.
A highly contagious and often fatal viral disease that causes severe fever and internal bleeding, primarily occurring in remote areas of Central and West Africa.
Examples:
Ebola epidemic, Ebola virus. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa caused widespread panic and fear.
Stink.
To emit a strong, unpleasant odor, to have a strong offensive smell, to be corrupt or unethical.
Examples:
Stink up the place, stink badly. The garbage in the alley began to stink after a few hot days.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Environmentalist.
A person who is concerned with and advocates for the protection of the natural environment.
Examples:
Dedicated environmentalist. An environmentalist political party. The environmentalist lobby changed the mindset of many conservative politicians.
Pristine.
New and completely free from dirt or contamination.
Examples:
Pristine beach. Maintain the pristine condition. It is terrific to camp in pristine nature.
Tuxedo.
Also tux, a formal suit of clothing for men, typically consisting of a black jacket with satin lapels and trousers with a stripe down the side, worn with a bow tie.
Examples:
Black tuxedo. Tuxedo jacket. The waiter wore a freshly pressed tuxedo to serve at the upscale restaurant.
Pajama.
A pair of loose pants with a matching top, worn for sleeping or lounging.
Examples:
Care pajama. Pajama pants. My little sister loves to have pajama parties with her friends on the weekends.
Spade.
A gardening tool with a flat, pointed blade used for digging, planting, and moving soil.
Examples:
Spade blade. Dig with a spade. I used an iron spade to dig a hole for the new tree in the backyard.
Compost.
A mixture of organic matter, such as food scraps, yard waste, and manure, that is allowed to decompose and is used as fertilizer for plants and garden soil.
Examples:
Organic compost. Compost pile. You can add coffee grounds and crushed eggshells to your compost to improve the pH balance.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Inorganic.
Being or consisting of non-living stuff, chemical compounds that contain no or only trace amounts of carbon.
Examples:
Inorganic acid. Inorganic nutrition. Inorganic substances include rocks and minerals.
Chalk.
A soft, white, porous sedimentary rock composed of calcium carbonate, often used for drawing or writing on surfaces such as blackboards.
Examples:
A piece of chalk. Chalk on a blackboard. The kids used colored chalk to create a mural on the pavement.
Recompose.
To compose or create again, often by rearranging or reassembling existing elements, to regain composure or emotional stability.
Examples:
Recompose a poem. Recompose a photograph. After the argument, she needed time alone to recompose and gather her thoughts.
Nourish.
To provide a person, an animal, or plant with food to make them grow and stay healthy.
Examples:
Nourish damaged skin. Nourish hope. The mother used her breast milk to nourish the baby.
Post-mortem.
Relating to or occurring after death, a post-mortem examination is a medical examination of a body after death to determine the cause of death or to study the effects of a disease or medical treatment.
Examples:
Post-mortem findings. Post-mortem analysis. The medical examiner performed a post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death.
Reframe.
To reinterpret, rephrase, or redefine an issue, situation, or question in a different way.
Examples:
Reframe resource allocation. Reframe problem. The therapist tried to reframe his negative thoughts.
Savior.
A person who rescues a people from harm or danger. In Christianity, Jesus Christ, who is a teacher and prophet born in Bethlehem and active in Nazareth.
Examples:
Political savior. Pray to the Savior. The guru of that religion thought of himself as a savior.
Swath.
A strip of land, especially a long, narrow one, a large amount or quantity of something.
Examples:
A large swath of territory. A swath of green grass. The charity organization has helped to provide education to a vast swath of the population.
Decompose.
To break down or cause to break down over time into simpler substances or elements.
Examples:
Decompose matter. Decompose into simpler molecules. After the earthquake, many of the buildings in the city were left in ruins and began to decompose.
Headstone.
A marker or monument placed at the head of a grave or burial site, typically inscribed with the name and dates of the person buried there.
Examples:
Headstone inscription. Headstone design. The family gathered at the cemetery to place flowers on their loved one's headstone.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
Scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Mound.
A raised area of ground or dirt, often used for burial, construction, or as a fortification, a large, rounded pile or heap.
Examples:
Mound of dirt. Burial mound. The team discovered a hidden mound in the desert.
Weave.
To make cloth, a carpet, a basket, etc., by repeatedly crossing a single thread through two sets of long threads at a right angle to them.
Examples:
Weave on a loom. Weave a story. The girl weaves a garland for her friend.
Willow.
A deciduous tree or shrub that is often found near water, characterized by long, flexible, and slender branches and narrow leaves.
Examples:
Weeping willow. Willow overhanging the bank. Under the willow tree, they had a lovely picnic in the shade.
Shroud.
A length of cloth or other material used to cover or wrap a dead body, something that conceals or obscures something else, often used metaphorically.
Examples:
Shroud of mystery. Shroud of suspicion. The protective shroud covered the body in the coffin at the funeral.
Luxuriate.
To indulge oneself or take great pleasure in something, often in a lavish or self-indulgent manner. To enjoy something to a great extent, often with a sense of indulgence or extravagance.
Examples:
Luxuriate in a vacation. Luxuriate in a slow and indulgent meal. After a long work week, I luxuriated in a hot bubble bath.
Shrub.
A woody plant that is smaller than a tree and has several main stems emerging from the soil.
Examples:
Tree and shrubs. Small shrub. These are shrubs with no trunks that rarely grow taller than 3 meters.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause. To set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Mourning.
The act or expression of sorrow or grief for someone who has died, a period of time set aside for such grieving.
Examples:
Mourning period. Mourning ritual. She wore black clothing as a symbol of mourning for her grandmother.